I recently spoke with Mark Edelson, co-founder of the Iron Hill Brewery chain. Now, he shared with me his secret to winning gold at the Great American Beer Festival. This is really one of the toughest competitions in the world, and winning gold for Pilsner is truly quite a feat. Now, you're going to be especially surprised to hear out just how he did it. Now, be sure to stay to the end to hear Mark's most important insights. So, what was your inspiration, or what do you think you brought to the party?
Let's step through how we got there, because there was a journey to this, right? And we're very active with our homebrew community in a lot of our restaurants. We either sponsor the club in terms of a location for meetings, and we usually help host their homebrew competition, because mostly they need, as you know, a lot of cold space, right, to run a competition. And so a place to store everything and to be able to proctor it properly. And so Iron Hill over the years has been able to do that for a number of homebrew clubs. And so up in our North Wales location, and I'm going to say it's Keystone Homebrewers, and I hope I'm right about that one, but they have a competition called War of the Works. And we put it out there that the winner could brew their beer in our North Wales location. And that's generally things that we do with the best of show champion. And so this King's Gold won it, which is a pre-prohibition lager, which was great because, we make those promises, and sometimes the beers that win, you're wondering, oh boy, are we going to be able to sell this, right? So a pre-prohibition lager, we're like, great, right? The other part of that is it gives us access to enter beers at the Great American Beer Festival and the Pro-Am competition. We brewed the beer, and it was an entry in the, I want to say, in the 2000, and I want to get my years right, but probably 2019 GABF. So it was entered in, they have them all there on display, and you get to taste them. As we're tasting all the ones, we're like, oh, we got a great shot at this, right? Just because we're like, we're biased, but we feel, boy, this is one of the better. And a lot of the feedback we were getting just from people there, that the beer was really good. So we did not win a medal. However, we got the judges' notes back. And when you get the judges' notes back, it said that we were on the final table, right? We're like, great. And then we took to heart some of the notes that were in the judging sheets. So we said, let's make some adjustments to it. And of course, we had the year 2020 where just things weren't upside down. So we waited a year on it. And 2021, which was last year, we brewed it again. We made the recipe formulation changes to it. We submitted it. We felt it was even better product, and it won a gold medal. It wasn't kind of a happenstance thing. It was purposeful. It's a great beer.
Well, the first thing I'm impressed with is that you actually paid attention to the judges' notes on the GA.
We do. Well, first of all, you pay money for this, yeah. Right? Every entry is a couple of $100 for the entry, right? It is one of the best formats for getting feedback. I mean, I was a judge for many years, and I haven't done it in the last couple of years, but, they've really refined the process of there's a 2-year wait for new judges at this point. And they really improved the feedback loop to make sure everybody gets appropriate feedback, that they're not just going through and picking beers and pushing aside other beers, that everybody, no matter who and how their beer tasted, gets feedback with it. We do consider it important, right? And our brewers can't wait to see the notes. They certainly know the results before they get the notes, right? Because they've announced the awards and they know whether or not they got anything. And then, they want to see the notes. And we look at it too, because we measure how many went to the next round, how many got to the final table, because, getting out of the first round, I think, is important.
Well, I'm with Doug. I love hearing this iterative process that you're taking feedback from homebrewers, feedback CPs, and the GABF judges. That's the way it should be. And you guys have, I don't know many other brewers that have won as many medals at GABF over the years.
And that's the difference between taking, in some instances, professional judges, but more qualified judges versus Untapped and, a beer advocate, where that's just social media. That's not important feedback for development.
Well, but I especially love the story. I had no idea that it started from a homebrewer recipe.
Sure, absolutely. It's a great story.
Yeah. It's heartwarming to hear how engaged Iron Hill is with their community and how, in this case, it helped them win one of the most coveted medals in brewing. Now, consider giving this a like and check all the helpful links in the description.